I wanted to show some custom 1960s Indy cars that are HO sized slot cars. Now, I found out about these on Facebook, so you got to be careful when you're noodling through the internet finding cool slot car stuff, because there's a lot of temptation out there, let's say. And I really like this period of Indy racing cars. So I bought them when they were available. I think I got them a year and a half ago, maybe a year ago. And my thinking was, they're available, they're completely done cars. You know, they weren't a kit of any sort, so they came all complete. And I knew I probably wouldn't get to using them for a while. But while they were available, I got them, because there's a lot of things. A lot of guys are doing some really interesting things. And it's mostly driven by passion. I don't think they're doing it because it's really lucrative. They're doing it just because they want to, and then they get requests to make other stuff. And if you see something you're interested in, like, I just love these Indy cars. And I don't care if it's decals or it's a complete car like this. Maybe you see someone's making a handmade version of some car. I mean, maybe your grandfather had it way back when and you remember it. Don't hesitate too long to get it. It might only be available for a small window of time. And I thought these were very cool. Now, I don't consider them exact scale models. They have a generic 3D printed body here. And the motor snaps in the bottom, and there's really strong traction magnets. They run really well. They're very fast. I have to turn the power way down on my track, because my track isn't very big. And they're painted up and decaled as really well-known Indy cars. Some winners, some other of real popular drivers. Probably one of the most recognizable, one of the most popular, is the 1970 Indy 500 winner, the Johnny Lightning Special, with the dark blue with the yellow lightning bolts going down the body. The team won and 2 years in a row with these Johnny Lightning Specials. 1970 it was number 2, 71 it was number 1. Now the IndyCar geek in me, a lot of people think that's the same car, and it's not. The cars are slightly different, and when you see them side by side, you could notice some detail differences. But very popular winner, very popular decorations, really cool looking car. But this is not an exact copy of the body of that car, so I'm okay with that. So a few liberties were taken with some of the colors, like another Unser winning car. This is actually Bobby Unser 68 winner, the decals, but the car wasn't orange. I'm okay with that. It looks great. They took some liberties, so the cars weren't all like dark blue or whatever. Very nice rendition of AJ Foyt's, I think his 66 car. Jimmy Clark's 65 winning Lotus, the real cars in the Henry Ford Museum. And the following year, he was in this number 18 Red Lotus, sponsored by STP. A lot of people think in the Indy 500 that that car won, and they messed up the lap counting. So there's a lot of controversy with that. Dan Gurney, super great driver. Never won, came in second and third a couple times. This is his 68 car. Actually, it's purple. Real car's a dark blue, and always interesting. Sponsored by Olsenite toilet seats, believe it or not. And this is a Parnelli Jones car. I don't remember the details of the yellow 28. Sorry about that. But just really great looking stuff. And topped off with a body that was made about 20 years ago with a 69 Indy 500 pace car. I don't know if those are hard, or they might be expensive on the secondary market. Very well done. Fits on an Aurora Thunderjet chassis. I've had that for a long time. It's seen a lot of track time, and that's another thing. If something like that, when it comes out, get it while it's available, because a lot of this really cool stuff disappears quickly. I just thought everyone would like to see this. And like I say, I haven't used these very much, but I took the opportunity when they were available to get them. knowing that I probably wouldn't be able to use them right away, but that's okay. I've got them, and I'm really happy with them. They're really cool, and the nice thing about them for me is they were done. They were ready to put on the track, and I didn't have to paint them or decal them or anything. So look for more stuff from Dave Wonacott, and I know they're working on the body for the earlier era of front-engine roadsters. So that would have been almost all the 50s into the early 60s. So if you like Indy cars and you like these sort of teeny HO cars, they're really cool. It's really hard to make an Indy car or a Grand Prix car in such a teeny scale that actually runs good. And they were pretty successful here. So let me know what you think in the comments.